As I'm sure most of you are aware, Skyblock's end update has pretty much just dropped. Everyone's had their own say, I've had their own say, most people think it's a great update, and to be honest, I can't really deny that at all. Lots of new aspects have been added to the game, such as the Void Sword, the Dragon Shortbow, an option to salvage end items that you drop, the Zealot Bruiser hideout, which has 65k health zealots, which spawn summoning eyes more frequently, a Dragon Essence shop, and to be honest, that's barely even scratching the surface. Now when updates are released, obviously items change in demand, and therefore prices change, and I wouldn't want people to be underpaying or overpaying for items, so let's take a look at some interesting things. As always, a Skyblock update wouldn't be Skyblock update without a little bit of controversy. First of all, the Juju Shortbow. Now this was actually down to almost 5 million. It's gone up a little bit because people were panic selling due to the Dragon Shortbow. The issue is with this Dragon Shortbow is it isn't dungeonizable, so and also it isn't as good as the Juju. Obviously the requirements aren't anywhere near as great. But I guess as soon as the hype died around about the Dragon Shortbow, the Juju went back up in price to around about what it was prior to that, which is still cheap. The aspects in Dragons are around about doubled in price. I mean, I've actually taken a look and there isn't any changes to it at all, but I guess it's more speculation. And the Dragon Pets are now pretty cheap, not gonna lie, 194 mil, this was way higher. I mean, to be honest, it was even lower. Yesterday I checked and this was like 160 mil. So I guess they've somewhat come up to what they were, but still, obviously it makes sense. More people doing Dragons, more people dropping Ender Dragons, I guess. Talking about more people doing Dragons, there's also way more people dropping Summoning Eyes because, well, there's more Zealots. And that's caused the price to go down to about 550k, which is quite a big decrease. If you look at the buy price prior to the update, they were around about 900k, so they've gone down, well, the best part of 400k, which is a pretty big drop. From there, I guess this has incentivized people to actually do Dragons because, well, number one, they're cheaper to spawn, and number two, the drops that they actually get from the Dragons are salvageable in the Dragon Essence shop, so makes sense. Also, Dragon Fragments, let's take a look at the superior prices because this is pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Now, the price of these fragments seem to increase and then decrease, I guess, more through speculation. Again, a lot of these price changes are speculation. I guess people thought that the superior Dragon armor was going to be some way changed or buffed in the end update, and it wasn't, therefore the prices have gone back down. Obviously more people are doing Dragons, more fragments sold and so on. Pretty interesting stuff. But do you know what's even more interesting? The fact that people aren't subscribed to Nitro's, yeah, we've got to plug at some point. And that's because at the moment we're actually trying to beat the population of San Marino with subscribers. Now the population of San Marino is around about the same as YouTube rank. Now the plan is to actually visit San Marino in a video. If we get to YouTube rank, we'll be able to claim that we have more subscribers than the population of the whole country, which would be pretty ridiculous. All I'm trying to say is make sure you are subscribed to the channel, it would help out a lot. We've not got long to go. Anyway, back to the video. Now there are still more or less notable price changes, such as Titanic and Grand Experience bottles, Enderman pets. We've also got new items like the Ritual Residue and also the Might Gel. Now understandably these prices were way higher when they first actually released, now they've stabilised a little bit, but I guess they'll continue to drop. And what's funny is in the midst of all this end update situation, I mean I didn't even know this guy was back, to be honest, the Tiashoi Alchemist. But yeah, I nailed that one. All honesty, I mean, he's pretty useless and he's just, I guess, some Halloween gimmick, but yeah, anyway, moving on. Regardless of these prices changes, I guess some people probably lost coins and some people have probably gained. Most people have probably gained considering a lot of the new drops are fairly expensive at the moment. But just like with when the Nether update was basically in the works, obviously we'd had hints that this end update had been coming out for a while. There were a few items that you could have invested in that would have made you pretty much, I mean, not massive stonks, but still stonks. Such as certain Dragon Fragments if you sold them at the right time. Once again, aspects of the Dragons. And definitely Mythic Enderman pets. I mean, I bought one because I was trying to get some carries in Enderman Slayer. This was when the prior update came out. And I accidentally made about 20 million coins just from buying it and then basically selling it after the update came out. I think I bought it for like 35 mil, level 100, and sold it for like 55 mil. Now I'm kicking myself I didn't keep it and could have sold it for over 70 mil now. But to be honest, I mean, the Enderman pet's probably one of the most obvious things that really would increase in value with the end update. So yeah, it wouldn't really have taken a genius to figure out that it was going to go up in price. Now something I think I've got to talk about, it's not really I mean, it is related to the end update because I feel like the issue has got worse since the end update, but it's still been around. I mean, if you're basically playing in Europe at the moment on Hypixel, it's not fun. At this moment in time, I'm not lagging. But let me tell you, it's not always like this. It really isn't. Like sometimes the game won't physically actually allow you to move, which is really quite frustrating. Then you try and relog and it puts you into a limbo lobby. It's good stuff. I'm sure everyone playing in Europe has probably experienced this over the past few weeks. I'd say something that has helped is connecting to the proxy server, which is proxy.hypixel.net. It seems to have helped a little bit, so if you are struggling, then try it. But as we're saying, that isn't directly related to the end update, although I feel like the issue has got worse since the end update, and I'm sure probably everyone playing in Europe can agree with me. So it's the end update's fault. Anyway, that's just about all I've got time for today. As always, I hope you all have enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.